Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned and moved to the land of Bali with my ex-husband and 3 kids. Now I live my dream life, traveling first class around the world, teaching others how to do the same. If you are ready for a life that is so abundant and free, where money flows like air so effortlessly that you don't even care because you are simply focusing on you and allowing everything to be true, then you are exactly where you need to be. Let me teach you how to be wildly abundant and insanely free.
Satanguru Prasad, Satanguru Prasad, Ekonka. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness, what a crazy morning, crazy morning. Are you in the void? Let's navigate this together. I've got 8 minutes and it's 88% on my phone. So let's rock and roll. Let's make this a real good old show. Okay, what the void really is that you have created this egoic identity, and I'm going to use the animal, the caterpillar. So say that, hey Robin, how are you, beautiful soul? You are the caterpillar. This is your egoic identity. Your soul is guiding you to a whole new life. Your soul knows that you're destined to be a butterfly. So it's going to guide you into the chrysalis, which we will use the terminology as the void. They say that the void is like the cosmic womb. So you're in the chrysalis, and the chrysalis, you've gotten to a point where as a caterpillar, you've accepted your fate, you've accepted your destiny. Now your ego is going to be holding on for dear life to the identity as a caterpillar. Your ego doesn't want to shift from being a caterpillar. Your ego doesn't know what's coming for you. Your ego doesn't know that there's a life beyond your wildest dreams where you're going to get to fly, where you're going to get to see the world up high. Your ego just wants you to be a caterpillar because that's what safety is to the ego. And for the caterpillar to die, it's death of the ego, and it's very, very, very uncomfortable. It's very painful. So your soul has guided you into the chrysalis. Now, if you are in the void, congratulations, good work. It takes a lot to get over your ego and allow a transition that you don't know what's coming. You're stepping into the cosmic womb. You don't know that you're about to become a butterfly. It's scary to your ego. It's almost like everything that used to work for you is no longer working for you. You are about to go from walking to flying. It's uncomfortable. It's confronting because all of the actions that you're taking in your life, the way you speak to your partner, the way you speak to your kids, the way you speak to your friends, the way you run your business isn't the way that it's going to be anymore, because instead of walking, you're going to be flying. So everything has to shift. All of your belief systems have to shift. Your old identity has to die. And so this space of the cosmic womb, what a lot of people do is they don't realize that they're going through this huge transition, and they try to push. They try to keep walking like the caterpillar instead of just surrendering and letting their wings grow, letting the discomfort of these new wings come out, letting the discomfort of old patterns die, letting the discomfort of the coffee has to go, the alcohol has to go, the toxic people have to go. It's uncomfortable to your ego because your ego is like, but I'm a caterpillar. It doesn't want to see itself as a butterfly yet because it's not there. It's in the in-between. We are often told that the void can be scary. It can be terrifying. It's the infinite abyss. It's the unknown. But in this space, there is so much beauty. And what you can do is you can sit with it. You can love it. You can come into your heart space and congratulate yourself for being brave enough to accept that you are no longer the caterpillar. You are transforming into a butterfly. It's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. You don't have wings yet, and your wings are growing through, physically growing through your body. That is uncomfortable. It is discomfort. It's uncomfortable to put the wine down and go to the gym when for years you've been drinking wine and hanging out with toxic people, whatever the patterns are. It's uncomfortable to decide that you deserve to make $50,000 plus sales when your whole life you've only been taken on $500 sales. It's uncomfortable because the ego has to die. So in the chrysalis, you have to love this stage. You have to love this, and this is the void. So how do you know that you're in the void? What you used to do that got you traction will no longer work. It will feel like you're a little bit lost. It will feel like you're a little bit frazzled. You may start to feel frustrated. What I invite you, hey Sarah Jane, hey beautiful soul, What I invite you to do is to start to see the new reality as bliss, as beauty. Take less action steps and come back into self. Notice the patterns that need to go. Notice the belief systems that need to shed. It is like the snake skin falling off. It's uncomfortable. A lot of my clients come to my Bali retreats and they go home and they're like, oh my gosh, this is really crazy. I feel like everything's destroyed. And I'm like, yes, everything is falling away so the new can come through. The new life that you desire will cost you your old life. Don't expect it to be this easy, happy-go-lucky thing. Your ego has to die. The egoic version of you that identified as a caterpillar has to die in order for you to become a butterfly. You are no longer going to look at yourself the same way. You're no longer going to look in the mirror and see yourself as a caterpillar, because you're not going to be a caterpillar anymore. You're going to be a butterfly. The things that you did as a caterpillar are going to look very, very, very different as a butterfly, because you're flying high and you're seeing it from a different bird's eye view. When you are in the void, do not take more action. Sit back. Be guided. This is the period in the cosmic womb where you lean back and you know what's coming. You activate your power on a deep level. You activate your soul mission on a deep level. You let go of all of the stories that are holding you hostage to the life as the caterpillar. You are no longer a caterpillar. And you're going to see it come up. You're going to see the fear, lack, and scarcity come up, because your ego is really holding on to the identity of the caterpillar instead of surrendering and going, you know what? I don't know what this butterfly looks like. I don't know what color my wings are going to be. I don't know how fly I'm going to be able to, I don't know how high I'm going to be able to fly, but I know I can do this. And I know that I've got this. And I know that this is a part of my soul's transformation. And I know that this is a part of my evolution, and I've absolutely got this. And I'm just going to surrender to the unfolding. I'm going to allow more than I've ever allowed. I'm going to let my wings grow high, because if you're a caterpillar and you go into the chrysalis and you resist the process, you will not make it as a butterfly. You have to surrender. And when you think you've surrendered, surrender even more and even more and even more. Surrender to the evolution of you, because you are going to change this world, and you cannot do it when your ego gets in the way. Your soul has a life mapped out for you, so great, so enriching, so fulfilling, a life that is so beyond what your ego can see, a life so good beyond what your eyes can see, and you're never going to get there if you keep trying to create and forcing it. You have to pull back when you are in the void. Your energy needs to come back as far as you possibly can and allow. You need to allow. You only take inspired action in the void. If you force and you push and you try to hustle more in the void, you will not make it, because that's your ego holding on for dear life and still identifying as the caterpillar. You cannot be a butterfly when you still think that you are a caterpillar. So lean back, love yourself, come into yourself more than you've ever been, connected to yourself. And if you truly and utterly, deeply feel the call, the work that I do in this world is not more strategy, it's energetic shifts. It is deep, potent energetic shifts. 80% of this reality is energy. Well, 80% of running a business is energetic shifts. Only 20% is strategy. And guess what? When your energy is right, the strategy falls off of the energy. There's nothing that you need to do, see, change. It doesn't have to be a hard hustle. You are just guided. I'm guided to turn up on lives. I'm guided to channel. I'm guided to do what I do. It doesn't feel like I'm really forcing it and pushing it and hustling it. It's just, this is what I'm guided to do. This is me stepping into my power so I can unlock my deep evolution and serve in the greatest way possible. So if you're feeling the call because you've done strategy, you've done everything that they've told you to do, you're pushing, you're shoving, you keep hitting that wall, that glass jar, instead of realizing that when you look up, there's limitless possibilities available to you, and all you needed to do was identify as the butterfly so that you could fly out of that jar and live a life that your soul has chosen for you, not the life that your ego thinks is right for you. If you feel the call, come join my Limitless World Transformation. The link's below. I love you. I see you. You've got this. Really trust when you are in the void. Come into yourself. Trust your higher self. Trust your soul. Come into your heart. Connect to your spirit. And you will be okay. I promise you. Big love, wealthy, old soul. Mwah.